Mm, mm. You already know what it is about to go down. This your boy Tune. This YBE TV, and we're about to talk about
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement, entanglement, entanglement with August.
But before we get into that, we gotta get into the brand. And you know what the brand means? The intro.
You are now tuned in to Talking with Tunchi, where we discuss and give tips that will help to improve your quality of life with subjects like business and personal credit, marketing, starting a business, raising children, saving, insurance, romance, finance, health, and much more. No subject is too big or small. So tune in, share, comment, and enjoy the show where the game is free and all you gotta do is apply it. Talking with Tunchi, where we can come together, learn together, and grow together.
What's going on today, people? It's about to go down. We're about to talk about entanglement. We're about to talk about all types of great stuff. It's about to go down. So we're about to have some fun. We're about to, we're about to talk some stuff about the relationship or entangle. So which one are you trying to do? Are you trying to have a relationship or are you trying to have
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement, entanglement, entanglement with.
Are you trying to have an entanglement with August? Are you trying to have a
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August.
trying to entangle? What's going on, sis? What's happening? But look, all jokes aside, we're gonna bring it down to something real. First and foremost, we definitely got to open the phone lines up. So let's go ahead and do that. There go the phone number right there. Let's get back down to it. What's going on? Hey, what up, big bro? Like her, you already know what's going on, bro. So today we're gonna talk about relationships or
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement, entanglement, entanglement with August.
we're gonna talk about all that stuff. All right, first off, I got a couple things I want to go through. Like, honestly, now I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be honest. And I hope y'all could take something from this. Laura Parlow, what's going on, sweetheart? How's it going? Listen, like, to be honest, like, man, relationships or entanglement, side chick, whatever you want to be, that's fine. But just know that you got a partner in whatever you doing with whoever you doing it with, and they need to be aware if you gonna be in a relationship or you want to be in a.
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August.
It's basically what it's about. So we're gonna start it off with the pros and cons of being single. Let's talk about the pros and cons of being single. What's going on, Janina J Posh? J Posh. What's going on, baby? Look, first off, it is pros and cons to everything. Now, if you are single, you can go out and you can have
Entanglement with August.
you can have that. You can have that if you are single. Because like that's what it is. You go out, you have fun, you see what it is. You let that body count go up. You do whatever you need to do to get it all out your system. Or maybe you just don't want to share. You just like, you know what? I like my whole bed. I don't even want nobody on the other side of it. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes down to it, when your auntie Winifred dies and your job lays you off, and now you're looking at the bills like, how am I gonna make this work? Well, maybe if it was two people and you wasn't too fond of
Entanglement with August.
you would be able to pull it down and say, hey, look, James. Or James could say, hey, look, Sheila. Listen, baby, my job laid me off. So I'm gonna have to take this time to say, hold it down, baby, because I'm gonna need a little help in this thing. That's what a relationship comes in, because what you don't have, I got. What I don't have, you may have. And we can help each other out and we go through that. But the thing is, you got to give up that.
Entanglement with August.
You got to give that up. Ain't no more entangling if you're in a relationship, unless, unless that's the agreement. If you come in through the door and say, listen, my name is Toon, or no, because it's a guy. So my name is Sheila, and I have a,
Entanglement with August.
you got, and I have that, and I don't want to stop
Entanglement with August.
I don't want to stop that. So if you can get past my,
Entanglement with August.
if you can get past that, we can have a beautiful relationship. But if you can't get past my,
Entanglement with August.
we can't do this thing. Basically, listen, all jokes aside, communication is the key. As my man Jay said, if you guys want to call in, make sure you call in, people. Make sure you call in. The number is scrolling right there. Look, it ain't going too fast. 260-246-8419. 260-246-8419. You could call in and you could give a piece of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, all jokes aside, like, look, let's get serious for a minute, right? Oh, yeah, I ain't even set the timer. I'm too busy thinking about that.
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement. Entanglement. Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement with.
That's what I'm talking about. No, that's an hour and 15 minutes. Let me start that right there. Now, all jokes aside, listen, people. This is the thing, right? When you got a relationship, you got pros and cons of being single. The pros is you don't have to answer to nobody. You come in when you would like to. You go out when you like to. You ain't got to worry about nobody's feelings. You can answer the phone call. You can have as many male or female friends as you want. And if you feel the urge to purge, you can do whatever you want to do. You can live out all your sexual fantasies. You can do all that great stuff. That's the pros. When it comes to the cons, you get lonely. You have that bad news that your auntie Winifred done died. You know, it sounds like Winifred got diabetes, don't it? Because Winifred sounds like she's overweight. So the point is that Winifred passed away, and that was your favorite auntie, and you ain't got nobody to hold you. You know what I'm saying? You going through stuff with your job, you ain't got nobody to vent to that really want to care. Because the dudes, if you a girl, the dudes that listen to you, he's just only listening to you temporarily. He hearing blah, blah, blah. I wonder what type of underwear she has on. And then the girl's like, blah, blah, blah. I wonder how big it is. He do got a little stomach. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you don't get that sincerity. You don't get the emotional connection. You don't get that someone caring about your well-being. You just get somebody that just want to have sex with you and wear your Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it is what it is. Hit me up when you can, please. You already know. You got my number 2, cuz. You hit me up 2, cuz. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's the pros and cons of being single. Now, what about the pros and cons of a relationship? It is definitely pros and cons. Now, I just went over the pros of a relationship. The pros of the relationship could be very simple. Simple, very simple, people. It's like this. In a relationship, you got somebody to hold you down. You know, you got 2 incomes coming into the house. You know, you got somebody to help you with them kids. When you want to beat one of them kids, you could beat them correctly. You say, look, hold James Jr. arms, baby. And I'm gonna wear him out. Or and then y'all could switch. When your arm get tired, you be like, all right, I got James Jr.'s arms now, and you get them. You know what I'm saying? You could beat these children correctly. Jealousy and insecurity. What about jealousy and insecurity? Shoo. Like, when you're in a relationship, it could be the most beautiful thing in the world, but you got to start learning that person, right? You learn that person and you learn that they're selfish. They're self-absorbed, which a lot of people are. Then you got to learn to work around those flaws. And then you got, like she said, jealousy and insecurities. But the thing is that you got to take baggage. You know what, Shoo? I would love for you to call in because I want to read you the riot act just a little. Not badly, but I want to read you the riot act. The thing is that, are you perfect, Shoo? Are you perfect in any way, form, or fashion? Do you have any insecurities? Which 9 out of 10, we all do. We all got insecurities. So what I want to ask you today, Shoo, is this, right? I want to ask you this, Shoo. What I want to ask you is, when it boils down to it, right? And you thinking about insecurities and jealousy, that's just one of the negative aspects of being in a relationship with the person that you're in a relationship with. Because sometimes you may spark that jealousy or insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he might or she might have went through a terrible situation before and they need to heal. They may have jumped into the relationship a little bit too early, or they may be in a relationship working it out while they with you. And it's just one of them things you got to work through. Long as it's not crazy, like hearing that smell of your drawers. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's gooey right there. I don't know what that is. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if it's ridiculous, or if he or she is being like violent or alienating people or affecting your job opportunities, yes, totally agree. When I get upset with my man, I think about kicking him to the curb. But the second one of gets hold on, the second one of us gets sick or in trouble, we both focus right back in. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like when you think about insecurities and you think about jealousy, are you doing something that will make a person jealous? Are you doing something that will make a person feel insecure? And that's where the communication comes in. And are you open to listening? Like, so if like hypothetically speaking, got an old lady, but like shoo, let's say me and you together. And I come to you and say, babe, listen, your friends, I know their track record. I got buddies that used to deal with them. That's all they do is have.
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August.
That's all they do. So I know that you with them. I know that you could think on your own. But another thing is, I don't like your outfit. Like I can see your booty cheek a little bit out of that. Like I don't know what you're trying to attract. You've already got me. So I don't really feel that. I don't feel like that's the uniform of a woman that's engaged. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like that. And you not about to be walking in this house at 4 o'clock in the morning, drunk and ridiculous like that they do. Like that's not gonna happen. I feel like I take that as a full sign of disrespect, and you look at me as a weak male. I'm just not having it. So that's what it is. Then you just jealous and insecure. Okay. Well, okay, that's fine. Okay. Then comes the person being vindictive. Because when you take any human and he feel like he's not being heard, he's going to scream. He's going to raise his voice. And in those situations, what is considered raising your voice? Changing your actions. Now he's coming in drunk at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, even though he ain't want to, but he's just going to prove a point to you. Now he's coming in 4 or 5 in the morning drunk. Then you don't respond to that. He's going to kick it up a notch. Okay. Now he's coming in smelling like perfume. Okay, now you ignore that. So now y'all got this thing, y'all got this disconnection. And if y'all would have sat down and talked and you would have been open to listening instead of labeling this guy, you know what I'm saying? Then a lot of the problems would have been worked out. See, that's why a lot of people end up leaving actually good relationships, is because you don't nobody want to be told what to do. But on the other end of it, they don't understand that you got to be able to show respect, and you got to be able to hear certain things out. Like I'm a man. I'm a man. It's a lot of stuff that I be like, oh, woman stuff. Come on, man. Like, come on with all the sensitive stuff, man. Come on, I don't want to deal with that. Come on now, stop it. But I have to swallow my pride, and I have to listen to it. I have to actually listen to that stuff. But I do. I listen to the stuff. I hear it out, and I let it resonate. Like, all right, you know what? Let me see. Can I feel this? Okay, I could definitely feel this. Okay, I see what you're saying. I don't spend enough time with you. All I do is work, but we got bills. So it's like, what do you expect me to do? And then it's like, okay, maybe I could, move some things around. Well, when you gone, I could work a little bit more at a faster pace. And then when you get in, I could find 20, 30 minutes. Well, we could just deal with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhat of a workaholic. So I have to listen to that, even though it's like, that's one. Then it comes to a point where it's like, that's one of the things you said attracted you to me was my work ethic. But then it becomes a problem later. But that's what it is. You just got to hear it out. You got to listen to it. All that is uncalled for. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, that's unhealthy. Okay, I'm lying. I be saying the same thing. Like, man, don't nobody want to hear that, man. Quit complaining so much. For real? Dang, why don't you go get you a
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement. Entanglement. Entanglement with August.
all jokes aside though, man, like when you really think about it, we're gonna go into the number 3 thing. It's the harsh truth. Being honest with each other, man. Just opening up and just telling people, man, like the one thing that you gotta do is you gotta be able to let your mate know to deal with me, you're gonna have to thicken that skin and not take everything as an insult or like don't be coming for me. Don't be coming for me. Coming for you. No one's came for you, darling. That makes absolutely no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense to me because it's like when you're in a relationship, you in it. You are in it to learn each other. And to learn each other, they got to be who they are. And if they are a whiny, naggy person, that's who you're going to be dealing with. Now, what you got to do is stand your ground. Okay. We got somebody calling in. It might be.
Entanglement with August. Entanglement.
Okay, let's see what's happening. Yo, can you hear me? You are live. What's going on?
Yo, what's up, Tom? This Kyrie. I had spoke to you recently at the end of last year. Man, you had gotten the consultant together.
Okay. You know what today's show is about, right? Where you calling from,
today,
bro?
I'm coming from Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Texas, in the house.
Yeah,
Dallas,
but
Texas.
when we spoke, I was a 22-year-old.
Dallas, Texas. My bad, man. I had to bring you in right now. What you were saying, bro?
But when we had spoke, I was a 22-year-old looking to go into business with my family, and I had my girlfriend.
Okay, but you
I don't know
what?
if you have remember.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, I making a decent little chunk of change, and we had wrapped it up about a couple hours.
Oh, okay. That sounds dope, bro. Now, you know what today's topic is: relationships or
Entanglement with August.
entanglement. So I want to know, bro, what do you think? First and foremost, what do you think about like what do you feel about relationships versus entanglement? What is your idea of a healthy relationship? That's what I want to hear. What is your idea of a healthy relationship?
Well, my idea is basically when we both on the same mindset. Because I'm still young, just 23, but for everything I've figured out in life so far, like if we can't come together mentally, the emotion, the physical, that come and go. Because the women I've dealt with, it's like a roller coaster when it comes to that. But I remain attracted to them. But mentally, we'll fade out because it gets to a point where I'm just not feeling where your head at. Like, do you see where I'm coming from a little bit?
I definitely see what you coming from. See where you coming from, man. Like,
so I lean towards entanglement, but what I saw and the type of man my parents raised me to be, I want to build something with a woman. I don't want to be out here like I was in college and younger days. I want to actually take a step up and be a man, but I got to be smart about it, and that's the hard part.
Now I want to say something, right? The thing about men is we pretty much program just like you, bro. We all pretty much program the same. We go out, we play on the street, we rack up the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. We chase it down, hunt it, shoot it, bag it, bow, take it to the house, have sex with it. Okay, we talking about women still, people. We still talking about women. Now listen, what happens is after hunting for so many years, we want to retire our rifle. We want to just go, have us one lady, and chill. But the art and the game of manipulation doesn't stop after the relationship starts. That's the problem that we have. That is the disconnect. We want to let our guards down and be there for our woman, let her all weigh in, let her know this what it is. And then a lot of the time, you got women, them antennas don't never go down. They just own it. So it's like we still forced to play the game. Now, a lot of people disconnect from that. I honestly agree. With you, bro. The emotional connection that you spoke of first, it was kind of like I ain't get it at first. I'm like, what you mean? Like the emotion, but then you said like the emotions be up and down because like women, I gotta say it to you. I gotta say it. You can get mad at me if you want to. Y'all body changed too many times that affects y'all emotions. It changed once a month for about 5 or 6 days. when that concentrated evil is oozing out. I'm just joking. That was just a joke. That was just a joke, y'all. It's just a joke.
Boy,
Like y'all got that, then you get pregnant and you're dealing with the hormones of the child. So that's that. Then you got menopause. You got that. You got so many different things that you guys go through that affects your mood. And then like a lot of the time, y'all take things to heart and it affects y'all. That's why you see a woman crying a little bit more than you see a man cry. We just kind of let things brush off our shoulder, but y'all internalize a lot more. Okay. Because maybe that's the nurturing part of you guys, but y'all take in so much more. So I totally agree with the emotional part. That's the breakdown of what I'm hearing of what he's saying. Like, I totally agree with that. So you take a man, you take a woman, she got all those emotional counterparts. Let's just say that. Okay, she got all these emotional counterparts, and then what happens? You got to deal with it. You got to try to understand it. Something.
Understand.
Yeah, and like you can sympathize, but you can't empathize. You can't walk in them hills. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I got to realizing like I'm thinking so logical about everything. Nothing she's saying or doing just makes sense to me. I just sit back. I'm not the argument type of dude. Like I just want to talk to you till I'm chill, and I sit back and I be like, damn, you do nothing logical at all. It's just all over the fucking place. My bad for using language on your platform. My bad.
Now I want to get back into that, but before we get back into that, I gotta go to a break. Give me 1 second. We about to bring it right back in and get straight. I knew that was coming. So we about to get right back into it. Let's get to it. YB. You already know I am back and we are in it. I hope we in it because it looks like I'm frozen. I don't know if we in it or not. Okay, yeah. No, I think I'm good. Okay. So, like I was saying, I totally agree. Oh God, dog it. I think we got it's absolutely horrendous right here. Definitely horrendous. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Shoot. While I'm getting this back going.
So I called you in with the relationship, question. Young man, the older man.
Okay.
All right. So when you building, you know what you're doing. Got my money stacking to the side, building for my business, maybe a down payment on the home. Within these next 3-4 years, I'm going to trade school now while I'm working my good job because I want to get further into that 6-figure range.
Okay.
I ain't got no kids right now, nothing. My girl, she already got her master's. She don't have no kids. But she moved away to Houston right now to further her career. We making this where I'm in Dallas and Houston. It's a quick little drive for it. Okay. So when you building like that and you got that mindset, is it advantageous to bring the woman on or get that then add her? Because the way I look at it, she's older than me right now. She's 25, I'm 26, I'm 23. Once I get to where I'm going, I'll be 27, 28, just thinking of years and how I want to play it. Like how I want to do this without making it seem like I'm wasting her time. Because I really feel her. But I know it's going to take time before I even want to settle down and put a ring and all that.
Okay. Now, when it comes to that, bro, like number one, you know your own pace. But those are like I said before, it's about communication. When you communicating with that woman, you know that right now you're not ready for like that type of big leap. So, you discuss that, babe. Like right now, like I'm not ready for that big leap. What do you like? And you guys could kind of express a timeline and see what y'all expectations are instead of guessing. That's why it's so crazy that we find ourselves being more comfortable with our peers than our own mate, that we can't have those deep, long heart to hearts. Go get a drink. I don't know if you smoke. Go roll you up one if you don't. If you do, go.
Getting
If
one
not,
right now while we chopping it up.
you know what I'm saying? Roll you up one,
Yeah.
grab your lady, sit down and be like, come on, baby, let's talk. What's your expectations? What do you see yourself with me in the next 3-4 years? How long do you think it should take for a person to propose? Like what's your timeline? What's your expectations? Because mine is more of this. I feel like we should be more financially stable before we start talking about that form of commitment. I think that I definitely do you think that child first, then before marriage, or marriage first before a child, which we already know most likely what most women are gonna say. But like it's just we gotta start just breaking down those walls and actually talk. Like me, like I like to talk about everything with my old lady. Like any woman that I've been with, like for the most part, I get they pass out of them. I'm like, hey, I want you to be able to tell me anything. And it's not the fact I want to know your body count so I could call you out your name. No, I want you to be able to talk to me about anything. That's the thing. Like I like to break down those walls of communication and say, hey, whatever it is, I want you to be able to tell me. Now, it gets to a point though. Now, this is the part that gets tricky. Now, with every woman I've dealt with, right? The part that gets tricky is they get a little bit too comfortable talking to you, and you be like, hey, I'm not one of your girlfriends. Like they could like
that situation.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like you sitting there talking to your lady. Yeah, like you talking to your lady. Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, you talking about Derek, the one you used to mess with, right? Okay, the ceiling fan, right? And you be like, yeah, the ceiling fan guy. Oh, okay, that's ceiling fan guy. Whatever. I don't really care about that. What about? Oh, okay, well, he just got transferred to my job. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, okay, well, that's cool. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean. That's it, right? You move on. Then they get so dang. I could just tell you, and you ain't gonna get mad. No, baby, that's part of life. Like you can't control who transfers into your job. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Just don't let me come up there one day to surprise you with lunch. And like Kevin Hart, you in the backseat of the car or something. Like that's it. Outside of that, you got my full approval, trust, or whatever you need to continue going on. But I do appreciate you coming to tell me, right? Then later on, she takes that as like, dude, Ricky off Boys from the Hood probably got 12 inches, don't he, babe? What? Whoa. You need to call your homegirl and ask her that. Like, I don't know. I don't look at what? You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's the only part of the territory that it comes with when you start having to set those boundaries. Like, hey, baby, like I look, I just want to let you know I'm open and you can tell me anything and I'm not gonna be overreacting and this and this. But there is limits. I don't want to hear about who's handsome or packing sausage. I don't really care about that. I won't tell you about the prettiest tittles. You know what I'm saying? Breast. I won't tell you about that. You don't tell me about the other stuff. Like you tell your girlfriends that stuff. But yeah, like that's what it is, man. So I would say your number one thing is communicate, man. Like, do you guys talk? Like, do you guys like really get down to the nitty gritty and tell like things that you know, like
come to that, she got me better on that when I first met about a year ago. So she wasn't overly communicative. She brought me up from where I was mentally because I had just left college, being an athlete and stuff. So when it came to talking, didn't really need to do too much of that to get what I want. So this is my first time sitting down with a chick rapping it, and I'm planning my future and it's going according to plan. I'm trying to include her. So I do have these conversations with her, but I know that it's a further level I need to go in depth with her to get the point across. Like, I want you. I want that. Just not right now.
Okay, well, just like, look, bro, the thing is that the one thing about women is this, bro, like a lot of the times they try to get to know us on the intro. So they kind of know what to expect from us. They pretty good at that. Like, and they may hide, like women will hide themselves from us a lot of the way because of a lot of things that society say about them, which is understandable. Like if you was a party girl, to me, I'll just say party girl. Like if you was a party girl, you wild out, you party. We all partied. Like I grew up on a block with people that I know and love, and I know what a lot of their body count is. And it's like, I ain't got no disrespect for them. Like, but a lot of them are leading decent relationships and they good. They got it out their system. They understood the mistakes they made. That's what life is about, living and learning and growing. So if you young, you don't have guidance, you in the street, you hanging out, you having fun, you get caught up, you catch some bodies, blah, blah, blah. Then you meet a man that you like, you getting older, you can date it, you see what you need, you see what you want. Of course, I think that you could possibly commit to it. I'm not one of them guys that say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, because if that was the case, it probably wouldn't be a lot of housewives out here, because a
Man,
lot
it's
of
like
the
you been
women.
living in my relationship the last couple of weeks.
You said what?
I said, it's like you've been living in my relationship the last couple of weeks. Everybody was just having no conversation.
Yeah,
You know,
that's what.
in my head, because like I said, I ain't never got down to try to know no woman like that.
Bro,
So it
like,
just rubbed me the wrong way just to listen to it. But as a grown man, I had to sit there and be like, man, I know what I did. And I really
exactly.
feeling you. So, I gotta let this be what it is.
Look
Just
at it
don't
like
never
this.
make me regret the way I feel about you and the way I treat
But that's the thing though, bro. Some people might screw it up. Now it is this other thing that ruins great relationships. My mama called it the 5-year itch. I swear to God, it is the relationship ruiner. It is like the little Uzi Vert to the little Yachty of relationships. I don't even know if that makes sense or not, but it made sense to me. I'll crack me up. But the point is like that's men and women that do it. In 5 years, you with your mate, and they could be the most amazing person. Like they could be 3 steps down from like a god. And then you start looking at them funny, just like, man, sex good. You know what I'm saying? You cook, you keep the house clean, you make your own money. We talk and everything, but it's this thick chick at work that talk even better. And then you start thinking that the grass is green on the other side. And I'm right here to tell you, it's usually not. It's usually not. It's just the 5-year itch. After 5 years, you start recalculating stuff and start trying to find negatives to taking out good positives and crossing them out as negatives. Like we have sex, but it's always in the bed. What? Well, we have sex, and you know what I'm saying? It ain't like she doing it in a kind on the front porch. Old girl from work be talking about how she get down on the front porch, knowing that you not even thinking that if you do get with old girl from work, she's still in her party girl phase. Of course it's gonna sound fun because you ain't been a party boy in a while. You've been sitting up building with this lady. So it like the 5-year itch will ruin it, and it goes both ways. I've seen women, like I didn't see with my own eyes, women have a great man and screw it up and go do a guy from the job, or go do a guy from the local grocery store or whatever, because it's the 5-year itch. So it's just like, man, at the end of the day, you communicate, you put as much as you can into that relationship, so when you walk away from it, you can't look back and be like, did I mess this up? That's the only thing that you can do in a relationship, bro, is give it 100%. So if it ever breaks down, you can say, hey, I did my best. My last relationship ended. This is honest truth. This is about me. My last relationship ended, and I was able to walk away from it and say, you know what? I gave it 100%. And I was able to sleep at night off that. Because if I would have messed it up, I would have tossed and turned. I probably would still be. But I know I put into the kitty. So if the investment didn't come back the way that it's supposed to, it ain't on me. So now she deals with it. And it comes out every blue moon. She may reach out and say something that'll be like, hey, this, and this. I'm like, nah, no, thank you. Don't want it. I'm allergic to unicorns. No, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I go, bro. So you got any other questions you want to ask, bro? Because you could try to trick me up, man. I'm telling you, I got good answers, bro. And they not general.
Nah, that's about that's what I'm going through right now. You get that right on the head, but I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Man, it's all good. We're gonna let somebody else come in. But look, bro, this the best piece of advice I got, bro. Don't judge that woman. She got bodies. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. One of them is you, so she got good taste. You know, she got good taste with one of them. And everybody make mistakes, bro.
She'll find somebody. So I don't know. It is what it is.
Man, do what you have to do, man.
That's more, I told her like after I come, that's more of an ego pride thing. I apologize.
Man, that's all it is, bro. Like, it is what it is, bro. And
the way she treated me, I never understood. So I'm like, shit, I got the better version than the motherfuckers.
Exactly. And you know what else, bro? The last thing that I'm gonna say to you is this, bro. Like, at the end of the day, it's people that pass up on diamonds all the time, not knowing what they is. Like, I look at it like myself. It's been women that will pass up and you be like, you so stupid. You just don't know what type of man you just look past. You think men don't do the same thing? Like you got a
For
good
sure.
girl that somebody just
Good.
treat bad. Like I done seen it
Hey,
a
from
million times.
Mississippi country, AKA, and she cooked. I'm trying to tell you.
Cook, probably freaky. You ain't even got to answer.
Hey,
Cook, probably freaky. Take care of you, and then got her own money, working
her
toward the
own
goals,
money.
like your kids,
Yeah,
like all the things that you would need, and you will write down on the list of a dream woman that you would want. You got it. So don't screw it up.
yeah,
And then at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, be open about it, man. Let her know what your issues is. If you got anything that's going on in your mind, hey, look, babe, this I got an issue. This what it is. Blah blah blah. This. And if she is a caring woman that's gonna sit down and listen to you and hear you out and make adjustments, the thing is about that woman. This the last one. I promise. It's the last one. I'm gonna let you go, bro. The best thing about a woman like that, that if she done been drug a little bit, she know for a fact that pretty stuff don't mean nothing. That money don't mean nothing because when you dealing with a man that's got his stuff together, okay, what your money mean to me? I got my own. Okay, you pretty. You see
yeah,
them three women over there, they pretty too, and they want a piece of me. Look, wave. Mm-hmm. What that do? Okay,
yeah.
exactly. So it's like when she gets to that point and she know her crap don't stink, just like the fellas, when we know that, that's when you get the humble portion of it. The humble portion. So that's what it is, bro. Man, I enjoyed you being on, man. Definitely call back in. Shout out to what part of Texas?
Dallas, Texas.
Shout out to Dallas, Texas, bro. We up out of here, man.
All right.
Now we gonna talk about the nitty gritty.
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement. Entanglement. Entanglement with
An entanglement with August. I'm just kidding. We're not about to talk about no entanglement with August. What we will talk about, we're going to move down. I'm going to give some tips. I'm going to give some relationship tips. One of the things in the relationship, man, you got to try to keep it new. You got to try to keep your relationship do as you possibly can. And a lot of us fall into a rut. We fall into a rut where we just get into a routine. We go to work, get up in the morning, go to work, come in, pour a drink possibly, eat some dinner, watch some TV, a little sex, go to sleep. I didn't throw a shower in there. That was a mistake. Throw a shower in there somewhere, and then sex, sleep, right? And then go it again. And then on the weekend, we lay around, may handle some odds and ends. You got to establish a date night, people. You should be pulling a date night off at least twice a month. It could be the smallest date in the world where you just go to a taco spot and go sit down and eat and enjoy each other's company. You can go with the corona, you could pull up and to a little small spot and go get you some pho and sit in the car and eat it together with a little soft music playing, and you take your phones and you put them face down and you leave them be. Have a 30, 45-minute date. Go out, find some things. Find some things in your city you could do. Paint with a twist. My old lady took me to that. It was amazing. You get to paint and you get drunk at the same time. So you get to paint and get drunk. It's amazing. I was drunk. I forgot we was painting. The point is that when you're going through that, you got to have a date night. You got to have a time for you two guys to build together, to be together. And you got to hear that out. Now, change the scenery. Now, before we get into the change of scenery, something is about to happen in 15. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about a change of scenery in a few seconds. We're going to definitely talk about it. I don't know what the heck is going on. Like, why is it looking? There it go right there. There it go right there. So we about to start talking about a change of scenery right after this. You already know it's your boy Toon. What the heck? Oh, okay, I'm back. I am back. I am back. Those right there was logo animations for all the people that don't know. If you was able to see that, those are called logo animations. Those are logo animations. You can get them at www.ybetv.org/animations. You could get you a couple. You could get you one or two. You could get you five. You could work out a deal. They are amazing. They will help you push your brand to the next level. You already know. Yo, boy, Tune. You already know. Get it here. Okay. I'm trying to see what's going on. Like, why is it so glitchy or whatnot? But anyway, so okay. Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. Jermaine Mills keeping it real. Jermaine Mills is keeping it real. So, like, the thing is that you got to understand that it's very important to understand that a relationship is going to be work, which means that you got to put in those days. You got to go out and enjoy your mate. Have some fun with your mate. See what's to it. See like go out to some restaurants. Go out on some of the little nature walks. Just go out and do the smallest thing. It ain't go to the beach and do a picnic. Like for date night, use your creativity. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. Just do whatever you need to do just to show that person that they're on your mind. Okay? Now, after you have done that, what about a change of scenery? Now, this is the day and age when there's no excuse. How much is an Airbnb in your city? You could go to an Airbnb, you get your hotel room that's nice, but the Airbnb is better. Go out 30, 40 miles, out your city, 30, 40 miles on day night. Get the kids watch somewhere. You say, hey, baby, it's day night. This third week date night, which means we stand the night out. We gonna go get us an Airbnb. I'm in Indiana, go to Ohio, go to Michigan, get an Airbnb, drive on up there 40 minutes. Go get the Airbnb, hang out, pop some champagne. Go to one of the local places. Go to one of 3E's winery or something where you could just go and test new wines and cheeses and see what it is and enjoy that, right? And then you go back to a place that's not yours, that you don't have to clean, and you could hang out and do freaky stuff and buy little freaky video games or just play butt naked NBA 2K. Let me see. Me and my girl was just talking about both of us was hoes. Now that we are done with the bull stuff, man, it's the best relationship I've ever been in. Exactly. See, this the thing, right? I swear to God, like my husband took me for my birthday on the roof. He set up a tablecloth over a swamp cooler. He got wine and apples and cheese. It helped me under a ladder, swoon, and he probably got some of the best fellatio of his life that night. Just my mouth dry. I just need to get some water. Y'all got some butterscotch down here? We know what y'all doing upstairs. It was that tablecloth, wasn't it? Works every time. We told him to get the tablecloth. Works every time. Shout out to Laura Partlow's husband. Shout out to that tablecloth. And shout out to that butterscotch. You already know. But all jokes aside, like you got to change scenery. You can't just keep on hitting it in the bedroom and be like, man, look, let's do it in the shower today. No, change the scenery, man. You ain't got to spend $1 million. Just drive out somewhere. Put $10 worth of gas and go out somewhere 20 minutes out and have a picnic. Don't even cost it. You can use the stuff that's in the house, make some sandwiches, grill them down, put it in there, go get a $7 bottle of wine, put it in there, go get some grapes, probably already in the refrigerator. Look, how'd you know? Because I like this the thing. I know women. When you take a woman, a lot of the time, if she's really into you, and you take a woman and you do something that's really nice for them and they really into you, a lot of the times it comes as a surprise, especially when you've been giving it to them for so long. They be like, oh, I know he's tired of this. He's seen it in every way. I hear women all the time say that, like, he didn't already hit it like 473 times. You know what I'm saying? So he must be tired of it. But then when you show them like, hey, I ain't tired of you, woman. And I can't wait for 474. You know what I'm saying? When you show them that, they be like, oh my God, I can't wait to 475. That's how it be. That's exactly how it be. And it's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope to have that type of connection. Now, appreciating each other and the things that's brought to the table. Now, when you thinking about a relationship, you think about um contributing all the things that you need to contribute, right? One of the worst things in a relationship is when you're contributing so much and then you don't feel appreciated. You don't feel like that person is bringing. I mean, you the things that you bring to the table, you feel like they just overlooking it. Like, yeah, you pay the bills and you cook. Okay, you fix the cars and stuff, but like, and you good with the kids. But I'm just saying, like, so like that's what it is. Now, baby, listen. I know I commend you on all your hard work that you do at your job. I commend you on all the greatness that you do, the things that you do with the children, the job, all this great stuff that you do. I let it be known that I think you are amazing. But I'm over here being like 20 times the superhero that you see on TV, and I can't even get a thank you card. Nah, that's unfair. And sometimes it goes the other way. You can't do that. You cannot show appreciation. Ladies, you got to start showing these men that you appreciate them. Like if they just squashing bugs and paying some of the bills in the house, paying half for the bills with each other, they doing stuff with the kids and make some time for you. Understand that you getting those things. It's 200 women outside that door that's waiting for that man to come out. The least you could do is show some appreciation. Show that you appreciate them. Now, the reason that I pointed out women is because women always get the appreciation for the most part. For the most part, because that's what society teaches us. The right way to treat a woman is to open the door for them. The right way to treat a woman is to open the car door for them, to close that car door for them, to kill that spider, to get that shelf down, to open that can. All of those things are instilled in men since we was young. What's instilled in women to do for a man? What's instilled? What rule has been passed down all the time? Besides maybe cook for him, feed that man. That's it. That's the only thing I could think of. Cleaning the house is cleaning the house, and actually feeding is feeding. Like you're feeding the house. You're taking care of the house. You're feeding yourself, your children. You're making a meal, and that man is included. Yes, but what I'm talking about for him specifically, we are told to romance our women, open the door, squash the bugs, fix the cars, keep them running. Even if we're not handy to do the oil change, it usually be our job to take the car in. What's the lady's job? So with that being said, society will teach you how to lose a good dude. Because like we want the appreciation too. We don't have to have a party. We don't have to have 5-star hotels and bottle popping services and all the confetti dropping. We don't need all that. Only thing we want is a thank you from time to time, a sporadic blowjob. Just what's that for, honey? I won't do it. No one told you to stop. Don't speak with your mouth full. Okay, let me see. Cook, clean, raise kids, and work. Okay. The cooking part, I can see that. The cleaning part. Okay, I'll see that. Raising kids. Now, that's the part that another thing, like I said before, men don't get a lot of credit for. Like we do a lot of the raising as well. We do a lot of the raising. Like I am more of the dominant parent. Usually within most relationships, the relationships I've been in, I'll be the dominant parent. I'm the one that's more, active. Like I'm in the business. Hey, what you got going on today? What you got going on? Like I'm not the soccer guy that's gonna take the kids to soccer practice and pick them up in the minivan. I'm not that guy. But what I am is I am the guy that will go above and beyond to make sure that everything is on track. I do the date nights with the baby girls and, with the fellas, we start businesses and learn business ventures and I teach them about credit and make like get really involved. So like cook, clean, raise kids and work. I can see that in a sense, but the working part, no. Now it is a lot of women working, but as we seen not too long ago, It was a really big problem when people was posting about the man that had the pregnant wife. Now you probably remember this post. It was a man. He had a pregnant wife, and he said, "Yeah, oh man, she got to do a 16 today. Oh my God, it's gonna be a free day." Everybody just was on. He's a bum. He should be murdered. This was all women. This was all women. They was upset. They was upset. Poppy Uno, what's up, little sis? They was totally upset living my best life, Baker. I swear to God, they was peed off. I'm talking like, oh, he should be killed. He should be burned. Fire's not hot enough. Get something else. Lava. They was trying to dig up lava to hurt this man because he was at home. And like the caption just said, going to lost his job a while ago. She said he ain't have to work. He's been at home ever since. She's pregnant, doing a 16. He got a free day today because she got a 16-hour shift. Now, that could mean a lot of things. It could mean he could be a bum, sitting on a what's name, just playing 2K all day, doing absolutely nothing. Or he could be at home when she get in. He make the food for her. All right, baby, well, I made dinner right there, you know. Like, I'm sitting back playing the game, but everything good. Now, what if they don't have, they gave him kids, and like in their mind, they are so programmed that automatically it was 4 kids running around in that house. Maybe they ain't had no kids. They living in the condo. Think of it like this. You got the pregnant woman that's goal oriented. She say, listen, baby, we're about to start a family. I would rather you not go to work. I'll stay home. You stay home. You better off. My career pays more. I'm going to work. I could do this 16. You know what I'm saying? Just starting in law school or whatever. Let's just say it was law school. She's starting out in no, as a lawyer or whatever, a lucrative business, and everything could have been good. First thing that said, he's a bum. He's this, he's that, he's this. But it's working for them. That's the one thing we could see in that picture. They look happy. She's pregnant. She's going to work. I guess she's happy. And they got a situation that works. So what I want to know is, how is it that a woman can say, cook, clean, raise kids, and work when the man is supposed to work? Now, let's change that scenario. That the man just hurt his back and he got a stay-at-home wife. He got on a cast right here, and he got a little splint thing on his back and on his neck, and he be like, man, about to go knock this 16 out at work. And the woman is in that picture holding on to him saying, my man is strong and I got me a free day today. It wouldn't have been an outrage. It wouldn't even have went viral. You know why it went viral? Is because a lot of women felt like he was out of place. He was a piece of trash. He was a piece of garbage, because that was gender equality right there. But that's the thing about the work thing, right? People say it so fast, like we work, but it is clearly biased. Now, raising the kids, I totally want to break that down, because it's like we don't get the recognition for raising kids. Like, you could just see a woman with her kids and she's automatically looked at as a good mother. When you go into the courtroom, they don't look to see the father's record of fatherhood. They don't care how much he cooks. You could go in to a courtroom and say, listen, I'm a real estate investor. I don't spend a lot of time out, so I'm at home more. She works a lot of hours. I have more money. I went to culinary art school, which means that my children are going to get some of the best cuisine ever. Also, I am a retired English teacher. I stopped teaching English, then I started teaching math. So they will get the best education. I am a teacher. I was a teacher for 7 years. Now, you could go to court with all of those credentials, and then guess what happens? They'll tell you she's a woman. She's a mother. So I just crossed out work for you, cross, and then I raise kids, cross. Like, at the end of the day, by you being a woman, and this is not you, this is a system that you have no control over, right? You benefit from it. And you can't say that. You can't honestly say raise kids and work. Now, the cleaning part, Men, a lot of times we be slobs. I'm not even gonna lie. I swear to God, I've actually watched my brother's wife and my ex was in a room and they was talking about us like we wasn't there. And I honestly wouldn't agree with them publicly, but I honestly say, I swear to God, the stuff that they were saying about us, it was all true. It was all true. Like my ex was sitting back. I swear to God, I will never forget this. She was like, and then like he would just take his stuff off and the laundry basket be like right here. And he would just throw it 2 feet away from the laundry basket on the floor. And I'm looking at her like, why you just do that? And then I looked at my brother's wife. Her eyes lit up, her mouth dropped open, and her words paused. And I was like, is she having a stroke? And then she was like, oh my God, he do the same thing. I was like, ooh. And then she started telling stories about stuff that he do. And then my ex was like, I was like, oh, that's them communicating with each other. So basically, like, I will give you that. The clean part, yes, totally give you that. I will totally give you the clean part. Can't argue with that. Yes, a lot of times we be some slobs. We'll come in, throw our stuff on the floor, take a shower, leave your drawers in your pants as a combination. You know what I'm saying? With the shirt. Like we will do that. Now the cooking, yeah, I give you the cooking and the cleaning. I give you the cooking and cleaning unless you got kids that's older. Now the cleaning, I could 50-50 you on that. Yeah, I'm on 50-50 you on the cleaning because sometimes we clean, but most of the time when you got older kids, you like, hey, go in there and do them dishes, little Jimmy. Jimmy ain't paying no bills around here. And you be right there with her. Yeah, just like I said, Jimmy, standing behind your man. Like this your man right here, right? I swear to God. This Jimmy right here, this Jimmy. You be like, yeah, Jimmy, tell little Jimmy. He be like, yeah, get in there and go do them dishes, little Jimmy. And then she be like, yeah, and tell him, make sure he put that food up too. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be. That's how it be. So, yeah, I give you clean in half. I give you 50-50 on the clean. You definitely could get cooked. Raise kids ain't fair because we don't even get, we could be the most amazing fathers. It's just, oh, he's just a daddy. He ain't important. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Pancakes, daddy. I don't know what that mean by that. That could mean a lot of different things. I need more text to go through that. So we almost to the point of getting off the show. So I'm going to run through my 1 through 14 of relationship. If I see some comments, I'm going to throw the comments up there. I'm definitely closing the phone line now. Okay. Pros and cons of being single. If you are a single person, I just want to let you know this. If you are single, you got the pros of going out, enjoying yourself, having fun, nobody to answer to. But on the other end of that, you don't get the companionship. You don't get the person that's going to be there with you through thick and thin, through death, and you don't get the extra income. Now, the pros and cons of a relationship, you got to deal with the person craziness, insecurities, all types of different things. You're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to put up with it, learn to live with it, learn to love it, and learn to get over it. Now, the harsh truth, you got to be honest and truthful with your mate. You got to start just telling them stuff, man. Don't hold back because that's what you're in a relationship with the person for, is to get to know them. You make pancakes for your little ones. Yes, I do. Not involving too many people in your business. Everybody is not out for your good relationship. And why would you go to Nisi or Derek that's got the track record of 1 out of 1,000 of good relationship? Like, they good relationship numbers are horrible. And that's the person that you're going to call yourself listen to? I don't even know what this woman is talking about. I'm about to be out of a relationship if she don't text me better. I don't know. Oh, his sister's so pretty. Pretty. Come again. What the? Okay, moving on. Finding time to go on dates. Go somewhere new. Go out. Have a date night. Do it once a week, once every 2 weeks. You gotta dedicate some time to going out. If it's going out to eat, go out to have a drink, go out for a picnic, go out for a nice drive, go out for a nice talk on the beach. Just go out and change the scenery. Or go get you an Airbnb and just spend the night there. Ain't $30, $40 for one night. You cool. Not a big deal. Appreciating each other and the things that's brought to the table. You definitely got to show appreciation to each other, and you got to appreciate the things that people are bringing to the table. If it's cooking, if it's cleaning, if it's being with the kids, if it's fixing the cars, you just got to show your appreciation for those types of things. Appreciating knowing yourself and getting to know your partner. You need to know what you are. If certain things make you feel a certain type of way, those are the things that you're gonna have to let your partner know. And your partner is gonna have to, you just gonna have to let them know, like, this is very important to me. And we're not just gonna get past this because this is a thing that I'm dealing with. You could deal with it with me. But either way it go, you're going to have to deal with it with me because this is a part of me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they gotta like deal with you just doing a whole bunch of insecure stuff. But I'm just saying, like, you need to understand where that insecurity come from. You need to try to figure out each other's triggers. If your old lady is going through your phone all the time and it's this, every time it's certain things happen, she feeling insecure, y'all need to sit down and talk about it. And y'all need to understand them triggers. And you need to see where you can compromise to see, well, it won't be such a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, taking some L's on sex sometime. Listen, fellas and ladies, we both take L's on sex. Fellas, when we in a relationship with one woman, we just want it every night. For the most part, we want it every night, and she be tired sometime, and we got to take the L, and we be totally upset. In our mind, she just cheated earlier. That's why she don't want to do it. Yep. Yep. And sometimes we get excited and we might blow our load. Sometimes they might have to take an L till we get back up, but it ain't no time or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's on both sides. We got to start being able to take that L, long as it's not ridiculous. Like if you going a week, 2 weeks without sex, y'all need to be taking that to the table and talking because that's a connection. Quit looking at sex as a reward. It is an actual connection. That's like a hug, butt naked though. It's a butt naked hug and is a release of stress, is a energy booster, is actually, you know what I'm saying? Is a great thing. It's great. Sex is great. And within a relationship with your mate, sex is supposed to be great. And you work on it and it gets better over time. But you're going to take L's on sex. Sometimes the man might be a little tired and he might tell you no. You got to take that on the chin. Sometimes the woman might be too tired. You got to take that. Sometimes it's going to be like, okay, I got to take this L with sex. So you will take an L with sex sometime within your relationship. Do not put your information out like
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August. Entanglement, entanglement, entanglement with August.
do not put your information like that out if you don't want it to be commented on. Keep certain things private. Stay off social media telling every ounce of your relationship, especially the bad times. Just put out the good times. Put out the good times and the bad times. Y'all talk them out, y'all hash them out. But don't go and put out
Entanglement with August. Entanglement with August.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You will look like a fool. And if you overdo it too much, people are going to be rooting for you to fail. So that's going to make it hard to get advice, especially when you making this man look like Prince Charming or this woman look like Prince Charming on the internet. A lot of people going to be like, yeah, they going to break up. I can't wait till they break up. But it is. Understand that misery loves company. Misery does love company. You are not going to be able to think that all your friends are going to be happy that you got that new man or that new woman. They're going to see some changes. They're going to see some growth. And you're going to be going in a direction that they're not going to like because the more you kicking it and you intertwine it with your mate, the less time you're going to end up having for your friends. That's how it works. My brother is married now. I won't be able to see, if I stayed in the city, I wouldn't be able to see him every day like we used to hang out all the time and do guy stuff. I got to respect those boundaries and say, hey, bro, this date night, this family night, this rest night. Hey, bro, when next time you going to be? All right, bro, probably like next week or something. I'll see if I can shake a leg. Cool. I understand. Family, date, wife, work. Hey, that window is closed a little bit shut because he got somebody. So, hey, that's what it is. And if you got a person in your corner that's going to tell you that you are absolutely wrong, that is a person that you could possibly get relationship advice from. When they say, girl, you lost your man. You don't treat that man like that. Did you say that to him? Girl, you lucky James did not put his foot in your behind. Girl, you crazy. You do not be talking to that man. That's a man. You talk like you got that friend, keep her around. That girl will save your relationship because we all got blind spots. We all got blind spots. So it's best to have somebody that'll correct us when we're wrong. That's the best thing in the world. And last but not least, relationships are work, people. Put in the effort, put in the time, understand each other, grow together, learn together, be together. Do what you need to do. This your boy Tunchi. I don't have.
Entanglement with August.
Hopefully, my woman don't have.
Entanglement with August.
And Jada Pickett should not have had.
Entanglement with August.
I'm about to get up out of here, man. I definitely appreciate you guys coming in. Make sure you share this. Make sure you shut the door on the way out. This is your boy Tunchi signing out. If you don't want to end up in a box, think outside of it. My be.